but I tend to have a problem with serving size. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first What I Eat in a Day for 2021. It took me a little while to film one of these. It's been a while. God, when was my last one? Oh my God, was my last one the Vegas one? No, it wasn't. No. But still, it's been a while. But I really love these kinds of videos to kind of give me some inspo on some things to eat, especially since, you know, we're all still, for the most part, working from home. You can get kind of bored with cooking meals at home, so I love these to give me inspo and different ideas of new fun recipes that I could try. Just a couple of things before we jump into what I eat in a day. I naturally kind of end up on a fasting ritual. I don't get very hungry until very, very late into the day. I'm talking like 1 p.m. or later. So just know that all of my meals, except for my morning coffee, are gonna be coming later in the day. Also too, I don't eat beef, but that is about the only dietary restriction that I really have. And a new habit that I have been implementing is tracking my food. I've been using the Lifesum app. Here is what it looks like. This is technically for counting calories, but I'm not really fully paying attention to that. I do more believe in intuitive eating however much your body is telling you it needs, and just trying to make healthy choices. But I tend to have a problem with serving size, so I've started tracking what I'm eating to kind of encourage me to stick to regular serving sizes, or just be more aware of what I'm taking in case I want to have a larger serving than what is suggested. So I've been really loving this. This tracks like my water intake. I can actually already check a few of these off, because if you didn't know or you're new here, I do drink a gallon of water every day. You guys can see I've like already been working on it, but I fill this thing up in the morning and I drink it throughout the day. I will say it is easier to get through this on gym days versus non-gym days, because on gym days I'm just like chugging this, but it's actually so incredibly doable, and I've just noticed a lot of extra benefits to it. My skin has been clearer, except for right now because I just went on vacation, so A, I wasn't drinking this, and B, I was stressed, so got a little bit going on. But for the most part, it keeps my skin nice and clear. And as far as eating goes, it actually helps me to keep those cravings down because I'm staying hydrated, and also helps to keep me from overeating, because a lot of the times we tend to mistake thirst for hunger. So drinking a full gallon every day is like one of my favorite things to help balance out everything that I'm eating throughout the day. One more disclaimer that I do want to give is that I'm not necessarily like trying to lose a whole bunch of weight right now or anything. I'm just trying to be better and more mindful of what I'm eating and how much I'm eating, because like I said, portion control tends to be an area for me that needs a little bit of help. So I wanted to do this What I Eat in a Day to kind of share my tips and tricks for those habits that I'm trying to track. But yeah, I felt like this Lifesum app has been a huge tool in that. You can input your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, your snacks, and then you can also input your exercise, which I've really been liking because it like feels like an accomplishment when I get to fill out the exercise portion. It's just like a handy little app. I am not sponsored by them or anything. I just so happened to come across this and I've been trying it out and I've really been liking it. I'm just using the free version, and I think that that's more than enough when you're really just using it as like kind of like a food diary. But before we jump into what I'm eating today, I just want to welcome you if you're new to my channel. Please make sure to subscribe so you can stick around and check out all of the lifestyle, beauty, and fashion content that I have coming up. Don't forget to turn that notification bell on, and please like and comment on this video. It really helps my channel out a lot when you guys engage with my videos. But let's go ahead and jump into what I'm eating today. First up on this morning, I started out with a glass of lemon water. I don't normally do this, but since I had just gotten back from vacation and I was about to leave for vacation again, I just felt like I really wanted to try to flush out my system as best as possible, since I know I'm not going to be eating really great on vacation. Then next up is coffee time. Of course, I do have an espresso, but for this morning I'm changing things up from my regular arpeggio, and I'm going in with the Napoli pod, which is a lot deeper, more robust, and a little bit bitter, but still has those cocoa notes that I absolutely love. As always, I'm going to be using these big clear glass latte mugs. I love these. These are the perfect mugs for an espresso because they're so aesthetic. You can see your creamer going in, you can see your coffee pouring in, and it's nice and warm in case you want to do a really good latte. Despite doing a different pod this day, I am going to go in with my regular milk concoction, the Coffee Mate Natural Bliss Vanilla, and the Trader Joe's Blueberry Lavender Almond Beverage is honestly the best combination, especially if you are going to froth your milk. It just turns into this really rich, sweet, but not too sweet flavor, and it's just absolutely amazing. It is honestly such a vibe in the morning, and I can't live without this. Then I go in for my first meal of the day. I don't officially eat a breakfast, but if I'm going to the gym later than expected or I'm just naturally feeling a little bit hungrier, I will eat right before the gym. This morning I'm just having a small bowl of pineapple. I'm going to go a little bit over the regular serving size of 1 cup just because I am going to work out and this is going to be the only thing in my stomach for it. But I love having fruit right before the gym. It's very gentle on your stomach and the natural sugar gives you a nice energy boost. And like I said, I am having a slightly larger serving size than suggested, so I'm going to make sure to reflect that in my Lifesum app. For my post-gym lunch / breakfast, essentially brunch, I'm gonna have some power cakes, which are essentially just protein pancakes, but I'm gonna do them with a twist and I'm gonna make them with some blueberries. I really like the Kodiak Cakes buttermilk mix on its own, but I do prefer it with the blueberries. I just think it gives it a nice natural sweetness that's kind of missing from when you do this mix on its own. But I do love how easy this is. You just pour in a little bit of the mix and then stir it up with some water. I like to use a whisk to make sure that I get all of the lumps out. That was something that I learned on my first try. And then I just spray a pan with a little bit of cooking oil and pour the batter right into the pan. Then I just sprinkle in a handful of blueberries like so, and then you'll know when this batter is ready to flip because you'll see some air bubbles rising to the top, and that's how you know it's nice and solid to be able to give it a good successful flip. Then you just repeat the same steps with what's left over of the batter. I only make 2 pancakes, so according to the package on the box, I just split everything in 2 because the suggested serving size on the box makes 4 pancakes. But I love these because it feels like a nice little treat, but it's pretty healthy because it's packed with lots of protein, which is perfect for me since this is a post-workout meal. And then I'm getting lots of antioxidants in from the blueberries. For butter, I love the Land O'Lakes butter with olive oil and sea salt, and then I use the Trader Joe's organic Vermont maple syrup. And though I am eyeballing all of this, I am trying to do my best to stick to the suggested serving size that's on the nutrition guides on both of these. But truth be told, I went a little bit too heavy on the syrup just because I was watching it pour through the camera, which is honestly not the best way when you are trying to eyeball a specific serving size. So just be mindful when you're pouring your syrup and stuff like that. Then I got a little bit hungry a couple of hours later, but it wasn't quite time for dinner, so I went in with just a very simple snack that has a little bit of protein in it. I love the Trader Joe's roasted garlic hummus. It is literally the best hummus ever. If you love garlic and you love hummus, this stuff is fire. It is super garlicky and actually really, really filling. So I'm having it with these crackers. These are the non-garlic crackers, so this is a garlic lover's dream. Again, trying to be more mindful of serving sizes. I did put the hummus in a little container and tried to measure it out as best as I can. And then for the crackers, I actually am going to count out the specific serving size for this, which is actually, I think, about 10 crackers or so. But these two together are great and nice and filling to get me to dinner between the protein and the carbs. Then for dinner, I am defrosting some pre-cooked shrimp to make some really easy, super quick air-fried shrimp. Seasoning, I'm going to use the Trader Joe's Za'atar seasoning blend. I'm obsessed with this stuff. I put it on everything. And then combining it with these Italian style breadcrumbs. These were all I have, but I feel like panko breadcrumbs would have been better. The first step that I'm going to do is going to try to squeeze out as much of the water as I can from the shrimp so that I can get everything to adhere to it. And then I'm going to add in some lemon juice and olive oil and season and lightly bread the shrimp. And I'm going to lightly coat the air fryer basket with some olive oil. I like to use a spray just so that I can control how much oil I'm putting on everything. I'm going to lay the shrimp out, make sure it's all in a single layer, none of them are touching, then spritz the top of the shrimp with just a little bit of olive oil as well so that it gets a nice good crisp to it. Then I'm going to toss these into the air fryer. Since they are pre-cooked, you don't need long, maybe just 5 to 7 minutes, which makes this so easy and super, super fast. For one of the sides, I'm going to make a quick little Mediterranean-inspired salad with just some red onion, tomatoes, and cucumbers. And then to dress it, I'm going to go in with some red wine vinegar, which is my favorite, some olive oil, garlic salt, some more Za'atar seasoning, and some ground black pepper, and finishing off with some reduced fat feta. We've been over this. For some reason, I like reduced fat feta better than regular feta. And then, of course, because I'm obsessed with olives, some sliced Kalamata olives. And when I mean some, I mean a ton. Then halfway through cooking time, I'm going to flip the shrimp over so the other side gets nice and crisp, and then I'm going to heat up the rest of the sides for this. This was all pre-made. I just have some Israeli couscous that I made a few days prior. Very simple. You just boil the water and cook them per the directions. And then I also have some air-fried Brussels sprouts. Again, I made this earlier, so I'm sorry I can't show it to you guys, but I basically coated it with some olive oil and some garlic salt and pepper and air-fried it for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Then once the shrimp is done, I just plated everything in a bowl and sprinkled a little bit of the Za'atar seasoning over the whole thing along with a spritz of lemon juice. And for my drink, I just grabbed a sparkling water. I love these AHA or AHA ones. This one is in the flavor cucumber strawberry. And Trevor ended up going to get some sushi, and I couldn't resist asking for some shrimp nigiri, which I knew I had room for thanks to my Lifesum app since I had been tracking my food all day. Then after every dinner, I usually have one of these. These are the Unreal Dark Chocolate Peanut Butter Cups. They're super good and have less sugar than your traditional candy. Then for my official dessert, I'm having this Coconut Cult chocolate mousse yogurt, which is packed with tons of really good probiotics and very good organic fresh ingredients. I'm having it with some mixed berries. I absolutely love this dessert. I have been raving about it on my blogs. I honestly feel like this has replaced ice cream for me. I genuinely crave this pretty much almost every night, and it's just such a fresh, delicious dessert, and it's pretty much guilt-free because you know that you're having a ton of fresh fruit and a yogurt that's packed with a ton of good nutrients for you. And here's a little breakdown of what my Lifesum app looks like at the end of the day. You can see all of my meals are filled out. I even have some exercise time in there, and I can see my fat, protein, and carbohydrates intake. Okay, you guys, well, that is going to be it for this What I Eat in a Day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join my little YouTube family if you are new here. And I love you. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.